Good morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, possible Democratic presidential candidates meeting voters in New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9, Mike Cronin.
Hey, Bell Tapes knew that if we provided quality products and honest service, customers would come back again and again. Have things changed? Sure, but what hasn't is Bell Tapes' commitment to giving you a fair price and friendly service. Visit us at belltapes.com.
Sharing conversation and coffee at the brand new Bookery Manchester, Ohio Congressman Tim Ryan is delivering the commencement address this weekend at his alma mater, University of New Hampshire School of Law. But first, the potential 2020 presidential candidate met with young Democrats.
We've got a lot of challenges in the government, from the economics to health to public health to the environment and climate change. And one of the things we have to do is get people engaged.
This week, the Senate voted to restore net neutrality rules, requiring internet providers to treat all websites and apps the same. Ryan says overturning the FCC's decision is necessary.
We have got to keep the internet open. You shouldn't be able to buy your way into the internet. It needs to be seen as more of a utility.
Right off the plane, Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley is back in the Granite State, trying to drive Democrats to victory in the midterm elections.
It's possible to take about 3 Senate seats and have the Democrats be in charge, a few more than 20 seats, and be in charge of the House, an important congressional race, an important governor's race.
Merkley opposed Gina Haspel, who was confirmed by his colleagues to be the next CIA director.
She has a very deep history in dark sites, secret prisons, and the use of torture.
All possible White House bids starting now with these one-on-one conversations.
We're certainly excited to have all these national folks coming to the state, talking about the future of our party.
Now, this weekend, Senator Merkley will speak to Rockingham County Democrats in Exeter, and Congressman Ryan will speak at that graduation, as well as a Democrat spaghetti dinner in Keene. Live in the studio, Mike Cronin, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Someone is stealing large, heavy statues from Massachusetts towns. Let's take a listen to the video from WCVB Boston.
Knee pain slowing you down? I'm Dr. Jake Drew, an orthopedic surgeon at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Learn about the advances in joint replacement surgery and find out why younger people are now having the procedure at wcvb.com/health.
Outside Jack and Sam's Consignment Gallery here in Fitchburg set 2 Greek statues, both roughly 7 feet tall, each weighing about 350 pounds. They were stolen Thursday morning between 2:40 and 2:50 a.m.
It was definitely something planned. You don't just show up to a business and not know that they have something of that nature anchored down.
You can see and feel right where the thieves cut through the metal anchors. Those statues valued well over $1,200 apiece. This surveillance video, Samantha believes, shows one of the vehicles and one of the suspects involved getting away. All this has her feeling hurt, frustrated, and confused.
Things here, they go great, and then all of a sudden, you're on cloud 9 because people are responding great, and we have great relationships and rapport. And we just opened March 30th, and then they lasted up until Thursday morning.
15 minutes away in Lancaster. Once again, sometime in the wee hours of Thursday morning, Danny DeMango and her husband Jason Hytalis in this Italica statue, which is 5 feet 6 inches or so tall, weighing over 800 pounds, valued at over $1,000, was also stolen.
I've never felt vulnerable, and it's now a reflection on Lancaster. I love this town. I love my neighbors. We're all good here.
So they have to walk up, open up this gate, get to the pedestal, take an 800-plus pound statue over 5 feet tall, lift it up, drag it out, and somehow get it onto a vehicle and drive away.
It wasn't something like two teenagers said, let's grab that. You know, I think it was an antique dealer, someone who supplies an antique dealer with a luxury item like this.
In Lancaster, Duke Castiglione, WCVB News Center 5.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Governor LePage orders flags to half-staff following Texas school shooting. In response to the deadly shooting at a Texas high school Friday morning, Governor Paul LePage has ordered all American and state of Maine flags to be flown at half-staff until Tuesday. Governor LePage said in a statement, Ann and I are tremendously saddened by the shooting at the Santa Fe High School in Texas. We send our deepest condolences to the students, teachers, and families who have been affected by this tragedy. 10 people, including 9 students and 1 teacher, were killed when a gunman opened fire inside Santa Fe High School, located about 35 miles south of Houston. The alleged shooter, Demetrius Parjazi, a 17-year-old student at the school, was arrested. He is being held without bond on capital murder charges. President Donald Trump also issued a proclamation today directing flags to fly at half-staff nationwide. Today is the big day. Prince Harry wed Meghan Markle is today. Live coverage is on ABC stations, NBC and CBS, so you can watch it, and also on CNN. So if you want to watch the royal wedding, just go to those stations to watch it. And we are sharing the live stream on our Facebook page as well, so you can see it there as well. Let's take a look at inside.
And the nerves are a little less for what they were in 2011 for William. Now he gets to sit beside Prince Harry, sitting at the front of St. George's Chapel. I love, you can still hear Deborah's microphone, how cool it was as she witnessed, unexpectedly, the Rolls Royce coming through.
William spoke very movingly about when he was getting married to Kate Middleton, about longing for Diana in that moment. He'll certainly prepared Harry for this right now. This is when they miss their mum most on some levels.
He even said that during his famous engagement interview. These are the days, he said, when he met.
Okay, if you want to watch that full live stream, just head to the Riley King Network Facebook page. We shared a live stream from ABC News on our page, and you can go on your TVs and watch it as well. Very exciting. The royal wedding is today. I love it. Meghan Markle is marrying her prince. The California native will wed Prince Harry Charles Albert David of Wales. Prince Harry is the 6th in line to the British throne at St. George's Chapel, a highly anticipated event that has captivated the United Kingdom and the entire world. Harry, 33, arrived at St. George's Chapel with his brother Prince William, who is also serving as best man. The brothers arrived at the chapel dressed in military uniform. A shooting at Texas school was inevitable, student says. Page Courier was visibly shaken during her interview Friday. She had just been escorted out of Santa Fe High School, where a gunman had killed 10 people. She and others had to hide behind a stage in the school's theater room as the shooting went on. She told reporters she was scared, struggled to keep calm, and remembered another student having a panic attack. Despite the fear, the gunshot she heard, and the trauma she'll deal with the rest of her life, the incident came with no surprise to Paige. She said, "It's been happening everywhere. I've always kind of felt that eventually it would happen here, too," Paige told CNN affiliate KPRC-TV. This is the 22nd U.S. school shooting since the beginning of the year, and the third insane in 8 days in which a gunman was on a school campus. It's also the third time within a 6-month period the state of Texas had made national headlines. In November, a gunman killed 26 people in Sutherland Springs. Then in March, a serial bomber detonated 5 bomb attacks over the course of 19 days.
Here's what I found on the web for how bomb designated by the bomb. Have a look.
Sorry about that. I don't know why that happened. That left 2 people dead. 2 people have been detonated in connection with the Santa Fe High School shooting, authorities say. The Galveston County Sheriff's Office identified the shooter as Demetrius Jerez, 17, who is in jail. The sheriff's office said he is accused of capital murder. The alleged shooter used a shotgun and a .38 revolver that were owned illegally by his father. Texas Governor Greg Abbott told reporters 2 school resource officers were on the campus and confronted the shooter earlier on in the process, Abbott said. Investigators believe that the second person in custody, an 18-year-old, may be an accomplice, but not a shooter, a law enforcement official said. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here later on today for another newscast. And I'll have a news report in a little bit. Goodbye, everyone.